Good afternoon, everybody. This is Chef John with foodwishes.com. For anybody that says it always rains in Seattle, well, here's proof that that's not true. Anyway, we got a great show for you today. We're heading down to Renton, right on the docks of Lake Washington, where I'm going to be visiting my sister and we'll be cooking up a pretty good meal for you. So today we're going to be cooking up what I like to call naked burgers. And that just means that it's a burger without a bun. And the first thing we're going to do is cook some bacon. I get a lot of emails about why Hempler's and why center cut. And to be honest, it's because it was on sale at Fred Meyer. Now there's a very specific way to cook the bacon, and it's called perfect bacon. And it starts with this cookie sheet that you crumple on up to create some ridges and valleys. You then spread it on out so you can lay the bacon on top of it, and that helps to keep the bacon from sticking to the sheet after it's been cooked. And if I didn't have to tell you already, you just take that bacon and you lay them down side by side without them touching. Now I know I called it perfect bacon before, but my wife likes to call it hassle-free bacon. You just set the temperature to 400, take the baking sheet and slide it right in there, no preheating necessary. You set the timer to 17 minutes and you can do what my wife does, which is go watch her favorite show, The Price is Right. Next thing we do is grab a couple fresh ingredients we're going to use in our hamburgers. If your knife's not as sharp as ours, don't worry, we sharpen ours pretty much every day. And that's why it comes with that really nice clean cut of the onion. The thing I like most about this meal is it's very simple, but it's also very challenging. We're going to be cooking bacon, a hamburger, and an egg all simultaneously. It's not for the faint of heart, and that's the simple truth. Well, that's the simple truth. My sister's been doing this for a long time, so if you don't get the perfectly circular hamburgers that she does here, don't put yourself down about it. Now you just add some olive oil and get that heating up in the pan. Like I said, she's been doing this for quite some time, so if you don't get that three-eyed smiley face like she did right there, again, don't worry about it. Best to have top-of-the-line equipment. Fresh ingredients. I can't stress it enough. Garlic salt, chili peppers. That's all you need to make this burger great. And I just dabble a little bit of each on the bottom of the pan before I throw my burgers in. Oop, doesn't look like they fit exactly. But no worries, you can just shake those out and they'll fit right into place. And just a little bit more seasoning on the top. And general rule of thumb for cooking these, 5 minutes on each side and they'll be done and perfectly ready to go. And I like to add the onions in here because I like my onions cooked. Let's check that bacon now because it looks like we just hit the 17-minute mark. Now, most of the time, depending on the thickness of it, you're going to probably have to keep the bacon in there a little bit longer. And if I've opened it already, I flip it around just to make sure it gets all of the bacon. Okay, and we've hit the 5-minute mark. I'm going to flip these burgers over right on the dot. And don't forget those onions. Now, the 5-minute mark signifies two things for us. It means we need to throw the cheese on our burgers, and that will let it cook for the remainder of the 5 minutes. It also means we need to start cooking our egg. Now, eggs are a beautiful thing. You can cook them sunny side up, you can cook them over easy, you can cook them over hard, you could have egg in a hole, tons of different things you can do with this. But today we're going to do a little bit of over medium, and it all starts with butter. I'm just cracking that egg right in there. And as I'm cracking that egg, my spidey senses start tingling, and I think about that bacon, and I check it. Bacon looks just about right where we want it. So you want to just place those all on a towel to halt the cooking and also soak up all that bacon grease. Then we quickly shimmy back to our egg. Flip those guys over. Then we shimmy on over again to our burgers, which probably at this point have hit the 5-minute mark. You can check it if you want, but that's how I like my burgers, so I'm going to take them out right now. And by that time, the eggs should be done and everything starts coming together. Take these eggs off and put them on our plate. And then you just put the finishing touches down on your plate. And it can be kind of whatever you want. I like to add lettuce and I like to eat it with some chips. But either way, it's going to be your own, and that's the Naked Burger. Well, till next time, c'est la vie.